Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, I'll try to make this video quick. Um, my wife knows, people around me know, I genuinely have a very interesting life. Interesting, however you want to say it. My life, a lot of unique things happen, and a lot of times I record things because people don't believe it when I tell them it. Um, this one really got to me though. This one, I'll share the story. I'll share the story. Essentially, I have really bad insomnia. Right now it's 1:11 in the morning. But my wife, she's okay with me if I can't sleep. I just go for a drive, enjoy the area I live in and stuff. Decided to drive a little bit further today. Um, and while driving, I don't think I'll name the city. Um, I'm driving down the street and the speed limit's about 50 miles an hour. Thank God I was paying attention because a little girl who must have been around 13 years old darts in front of my car. Um, it seemed for the purpose of getting hit by my car. Um, I give glory to God because my back brakes are good. And I just replaced my front brakes and rotors and then cleaned them off a couple of days ago just to make sure everything's legit. So thank God my car stopped. I was maybe 3 feet from ending this small child's life from her running in front of my car when I had a green light. But she's kept, running. And then when she finished across the street, then she stopped. And I was like, wow. So I made, when I go through interesting situations like this, I make a quick video to myself, more so for the police. So I might post that. I don't really care to. I don't think I will. Made a quick video saying, hey, some little girl right in front of my car, I think to kill herself or have me to kill her. So I'm going to turn on and make sure everything's okay. But she seems young and I'm tall and there's not many not many people like me in this area. I'll put it that way, And I'm not even saying to be racist, I'll put it this way. If a white guy went to a black neighborhood and started talking to some 13-year-old at 1 a.m, I think people in the neighborhood would be like, hey, why is this white guy doing this? So if a black guy's in a white neighborhood around 1 a.m talking to a small child, I'm certain I'm going to raise suspicion. So I made a quick video like, hey, this happened. So in case the police want to come, give me any issue, I'm straight. I got my I got what happened. So I pulled up to this little girl because I figured she might be a tiny woman because I'm really tall. So I pull up to her and she's not dressed appropriately. And sorry. She's not dressed well. It's cold outside. She's wearing very, very, very short shorts and a very, very, very small top. I'm guessing she jumped in front of my car to kill herself. I'm hoping it's nothing that serious, but I don't know. She might be out here as a child prostitute, and that sickens me and that hurts me a lot to even say that. But yeah, so I'm in my car and I kind of see how she's dressed and I just roll the window down. I'm like, I'm not going to get outside or nothing. And I'm like, hi, I'm the one that almost hit you. Are you okay? And she has just the softest little voice. She's like, yeah. I'm like, man, this is a kid, And I'm like, hey, is everything okay? Do you need help with anything or are you all right? She's like, yeah. And she may have said she's all right, but she might have just said, yeah. And I was like, okay. I'm like, please be safe. And then I drove off, because I'm like, I'm not going to question this little girl and, try to scare her. She has enough, you can tell by her face, and she's walking with her arms crossed, like angry but nervous, if that makes any sense. And so I call my wife, she's awake, and I said, hey, so I've done a lot of work with the youth in several parts of the state. I've worked with a lot of youth over the years. So I told my wife, I said, hey, I want to call the cops. I don't know if this is a cop situation or what do you think? Or, because I have connections of places where kids can go if they don't have a home to go to, I've done my volunteer work. I'm rambling. My wife said, yeah, of course, call the cops. I'm okay, cool. Just making sure. Mind you, I have insomnia. I get like 3 hours of sleep a night. Sometimes I got to make sure my mind is in the right spot. And, yes, I call the cops. I'm on the phone with them for a while. So hey, is it appropriate that I follow her? I said, 'cause there's a couple like druggy looking people out here, and I want to make sure she's safe. And he said, yeah, if you want to follow her, if you have the time to do that, please follow her. I said, yeah, well, I'll keep my distance. I don't mean to scare her. And I told the cops, hey, you know what? I'm tall, and hey, I'm black. So and I told them the car that I'm in. So I'm like, if you guys see this car following this kid, it's me. Don't think anything wrong is happening. It's me. But I trailed her maybe 50 feet away, and I passed her, and I was staying on the phone with the dispatcher. I'm assuming that's the proper term, and let them, okay, she crossed this street now. She crossed that street, and this poor little girl just out. And so you could tell us a lot of things must be on her mind, and just out, just walking so late at night, wearing next to nothing, and it's cold, and after maybe 7 minutes, then this is a good area I'm in, mind you. This is a ritzy area, so I'm not used to seeing this many police show up. But first 2 cop cars pulled up. It was an Asian officer, and I'm like, hey, I'm the one they called. I waved him down. I'm like, hey, because I parked and I was behind some cars, so I didn't want to be too spooky to her. But she saw me when she's crossing the street, and I was telling the dispatcher where she was at. And I guess I had comedy the story. I roll my window down and talk to the cop. Some spider starts trying to make a web inside of my car, and I do not like spiders at all. But anyways, I knocked it out the car, and I told the cop, hey, I don't see which way she turned, but she's in this area. This girl was so tiny, and it was so dark outside. Now, this girl was less than 5 feet for sure. They drove by her, didn't even notice her. It was that dark outside. The 2 cop cars drove right by her. So I told them, I say, hey, I didn't see which way she went, but I'm going to keep my eye open. They turned one way. I went down the street that I started walking down before, and I seen her. It's like pitch black at the street. She's still walking. Next thing I know, another cop car is pulling up. So I'm, hey, great. So I waved that one down. I'm like, hey, I'm the one that called, and say, hey, she's down there. And he's looking. He's like, I don't see her because she's like 50 feet away. I'm like, yeah, I said, she's really tiny, so you're not going to see her, and it's dark. I'm like, she's on the right side of the street, and she's right over there. And he's like, okay. And then after that, I see a different cop car pull up. So 4 cop cars all together. That's great. That is wonderful. And at this point, I recorded little things because so many wacky things happen to me. I forget a lot of it, to be honest. Last week, this is a side story, but literally not even a week ago, I want to say, some homeless dude came up to me. Well, I'm going to shut up. But it's a goofy story. I might share the video of it because I have a video of it. But I'm put on my camera, took a quick video because it seems unbelievable. So that's something to show my wife. Like, hey, this happened. This is crazy. But yeah. A lot of weird things happen to me, man. A lot of weird things happen to me. I'm just happy the brakes were good in the car. Thank God. Thank God I was paying attention. I really hope whatever she's going through, she can surpass it. It's not dealing with too much mental strain. I can't say this enough. I really think this child was trying to kill herself, and have me driving down the road be the catalyst, for lack of a better word, of ending her life. And seeing how she was dressed, I think a lot of wrong things have happened to this poor child. Anyways, that's about it. Thought I would share that. And man, it's so sad, so sad. But yes, this little girl, she's like, and I'm not saying this to be inappropriate, I don't think she hit puberty yet. Like, she was very, very young. So sad. Anyways, love you all. That's my story. I might share the story that happened to me last week. It's very comical. Completely the opposite of what just happened to me maybe 20 minutes ago. But yeah, thanks for listening. Peace.